and all that stuff. If they take the cash away, they're taking the freedom away. They're taking everything away. He's 100% right. You know what I'm saying? The credit cards, the chips, all that other stuff, that's not necessary. If they do that, they're taking the livelihood away. They're taking the future away from everybody. It's not necessary. They have to really realize what they're doing before they do it.
Well,
They're trying to control people.
Basically, Tom, you're ratting yourself out when you have a credit card and a check to tell the government exactly what you're doing with your money and all. And that's the point that I'm making here, that that's the wrong way to do this. Now, as far as gold's concerned, gold is just about antique now, too. You can't go to a bank right now and buy any gold because the price is fluctuating in the wrong direction. It's going in the upwards direction. I bought quite a bit of gold years ago when it was only $400 an ounce. So I'm pretty much ahead of the curve with gold. But even gold itself is, it's not going to be a valuable metal. Whatever man can think up, man can do. Spinning straw into gold, we're not that far away in reality. What they basically can do now is through alchemy, a secret science that's been going on forever, is basically turning lead into gold by moving one molecule over in a bar of lead, it becomes a bar of gold. And by moving one molecule over in a bar of nickel, it becomes silver. By moving one molecule over in a bar of silver, it becomes platinum. It isn't price effective yet, but whatever man can think up, man, will do it. It may take man 1,000,000 years to get to that point, but we're getting pretty smart, so I pretty much figure every extension cord in this country will be made out of gold not too long, and gold will be dirt cheap. It'll go right to the south. Basically, we need some other form of situation going on here. And basically, what we need to do is we need to teach people the correct situation to be bond builders instead of bond burners. We should all go there to help our neighbors out as much as possible to build their bond. And the day you need your bond built, they come and help you too, just like the Amish do. And they don't do it for any money or anything. And I think that would be a much better society than the one we have going on. Bartering and trading for things might actually be a much more sane situation than having millions of dollars that the government has to have their fingers in, or whatever situation you've got going on. Somebody has to come along and take it away from you, no matter what. And that's it's all wrong. So basically, I don't see any real future in gold in reality. But if you were smart, the kind of gold that you would invest in would be coins that are minted before 1933, when the government declared it's all enemies of the state because we were hoarding the gold, even though it was our right to hoard the gold. Basically, they're all art value. The coin, the gold will be worth nothing in the future, but the art value will be priceless. So if you invest in antique gold coins or antique silver coins, you have artwork there that you can work with. So think about that as an investment.
Yeah, I had something really intelligent, sophisticated to work out about gold, the backing of money. And then Charles came along with this alchemy thing about how you switch gold, you move a molecule over, you make lead into gold. And
yeah, we'll be doing it in our garages in no time.
He's right, though. He's right.
Whatever man thinks up, man does.
Okay, well, let's put a time span on that. Let's hope and pray that that's in some distance in the future. Yeah, I know we're doing it now.
When it's going to become mass produced.
Affect my cash.
So figure out how they can do it cheap.
So before my brain falls out the back of my head, it's like what you just said. I'm going to stick back to the gold standard and the whole thing.
Okay, so what do you figure is the solution?
I don't figure there's a long-term stretched out solution. I know how this country was started, and I know what the currency system was intended to be. I don't have 100% faith in gold either. Some people tell you there's not enough gold to go around for the people that are in this country now. When do we get our gold back? We decide today we want the gold standard back. What do? We move citizen troops into the Swiss bank to take our gold bars back that were taken away from us in you know, when, the 40s, before Nixon completely took us off the gold standard, and all the gold left Fort Knox. He just said, you know, who knows about Fort Knox? Is there any gold in Fort Knox? I think they get tours to people in Fort Knox, and they show them 4 or 5 bars of gold in the lobby and say, get out, you can't see the back. There is no gold. There is no gold. We can demand a gold standard all we want.
Every last ounce they can get their hands on.
I think so.
I only think that this country, the only way it's going to happen The future of this country is in unity. That's it. That's all I have to say.
Basically, the ultra-rich in this country, in this world, they only deal in gold, silver, and platinum with each other. They don't like each other, and they don't trust each other. The 300 families that control the earth, they don't deal in credit and paper. They want tangible. They want gold, silver, and platinum, and that's why they need the gold. And you ain't going to change their minds about that. That's how they know how to deal. Because they can't trust each other. So basically, they want us to deal in paper and plastic. And give it to them. I wouldn't deal in plastic. The paper part is still getting your freedom because you're not writing yourself out to the government at any point. That's my whole basic point of bringing the topic up.
Charles, when you mentioned helping your neighbor build their barn, I think that's a good way to form a currency on your own. You can just print off things on your computer saying, here's a coupon for 5 hours of service. And with that coupon, you receive something back from your neighbor or anybody saying, all right, I'll give you 2 cases of beer for 5 hours of service. So there you go. So I think we should start helping our neighbors out with that for beer, you know?
I get that. Instead of building bonds, you I'll help you out. I gotta find out a coupon for it.
I do have a question. I believe back in the 70s, or maybe even earlier than that, they made bartering against the law.
Why don't you tell them about the program that the president's trying to make? About how you got to pay interest on trying to get your home back when you're already paying interest on it to begin with, through one loan to begin with. Who wants to pay interest on a home twice? They'll never end up owning the damn thing. They'll never end up owning the damn thing.
I understand about bartering.
It's the truth.
They made bartering against the law, so they couldn't, because if you did barter, which everybody does barter.
Right.
But they made it real estate just so they couldn't.
Real estate.
They made it
President's an asshole.
you can't barter, so they cannot. So now they do not collect any taxes on it. Number one, there's no paper trail if you're bartering for anything at all. If you grow chickens and I grow cows and I want to trade because you need meat and I need eggs, and all of a sudden there's no paper trail anymore. There's no.
You see what you're saying, Bobby? You try to sell your brother a car. Try to sell your friend a car. You want to accept cash or no? You need a title. No, he's got to pay the taxes on the sale value of that car, and he's got to go down to DMV and register and put his name and your name, the sales amount and everything, and the state wants what the state is getting. They have made private barter system absolutely 100% illegal. If you don't stick to the system, you've broken the law, my friend. You can't even sell a car to your brother under this system.
Well, you know it. You're going to jail and you're in front of the IRS and nobody other crap. Nobody really wants to explain that shit. It's a rotten system.
That brings me to, and we were talking about things evolving and how this country was founded on the Constitution and God-given freedoms that are being taken away on a daily basis, at least a yearly basis. Right, but that's the way things, the Constitution, like George W. Bush, is a goddamn piece of paper. It's nothing but a goddamn piece of paper. And right, that's a quote. And I can't stand that. And like one of the guys on another show had said something about how people are swearing their hands on this Constitution as part of their job description in order to get the job, like taking a piss test. But they're swearing on the Constitution, and then they get in office, and all rules are off, all bets are off. But I consider myself a Jesus freak, and I don't believe in evolution, but I do believe that things evolve. And you talk about laws, and I know you're in the middle of some serious court or judge disagreements. Let's put it that way. And consider myself a Christian. I read the Bible and I see the way that the law was carried out, and the way the law was passed down by, in my belief, I know everybody's got different spiritual beliefs, but it was passed down by God, and the reasons why have been disputed, through the eons of time. And the eye for an eye and tooth for a tooth